Welcome to Let's Talk Influence. I'm sitting here with Kirubashankar. Lots of exciting takeaways for you to grow and influence. Kiruba, it's been amazing talking to you. And I just want viewers to not to miss the last episode because we spoke about authority and we explained about what that authority really means. Today we're going to talk about something different. And one of the struggles which influencers or people in social media have is, what should I do to ensure that my viewers are growing? That's another question which they ask. What would be another great takeaway from your experience?
So to become very consistent, and I want to stress upon the word consistency here, Ashvin, because I think that's the secret sauce. That's the most underrated ability for one to be successful. And so now that we know that being consistent is one of the most important ingredients for you to be a successful influencer or even a successful professional, these are the ones that I would recommend. The first one, what's in it for you? Why do you want to do it? What are the benefits that you will accrue? So that is super important. Like, okay, you want to become influential. By becoming influential, what's the benefit?
What are you achieving?
What are you achieving? So it could be you want to make a solid impact with others, you want to become popular, you want to earn more money, any one of these things. But it's important for us to be clear on what are we getting, because that is the one that is going to be feeding in your strength. It is going to be feeding in the motivation at a time when you feel that your energy is down or you're feeling a little deflated. As humans, we will go through ups and downs. We will go through cycles. And when you're at your trough, where your motivation is the lowest, having clear vision on, hey, if I stick with this, then this is what I will benefit. Understanding that will be very helpful. The first one is why. What's your calling? Why are you doing this? The second important tip on becoming consistent is setting up a regular routine. And I cannot emphasize this enough. Whether you're a songwriter who wants to produce amazing songs, whether you are a YouTuber wanting to produce amazing videos, whether you are a professor wanting to become a great teacher, whether you are a sports person wanting to hit more centuries.
Or a speaker, whatever.
Or a speaker. It could be just about any of these fields. It's very important for you to set up your regular routine. In the last episode that we spoke, Ashvin, I gave you an example of how I failed as an author, and I then reached out to about 150 other best-selling authors around the world, and I asked them for their tips on how to become successful. One of the life-changing tips they said to me is that, Kiruba, if you want to write an author, I want you to commit to writing 100 words before 8 a.m. That's it. Right? They said every day, before the clock strikes 8, you should have written at least 100 words. If you don't write 100 words, you should not have your breakfast. Right? So it was a gamifying. And the reason why this gamifying works is that 8 o'clock became my anchor. Right? Just like how we wake up in the morning, almost subconsciously we go and brush our teeth. It is not, you don't put it on your calendar.
Subconsciously is driven into it.
It's because it has gone into your muscle memory. Correct. So the trick to become consistent is to make it part of your muscle memory. So setting up your clear routine, and please add it to your calendar. If you want to become healthy and you want to wake up early at 5 o'clock, please get into the habit of setting up your alarm at 5 o'clock. If you want to go to the gym at 5:30, then keep your shoes ready right next to you. Keep your gym dress ready right next to you. Keep your car keys or your bike keys right next to you. Getting into that rhythm and putting it in your calendar is very important. The third tip, which has been very useful, is don't break the chain. So think of it in your cycle. We all have chains, right, in your cycle. So the reason why the chain in your cycle is very strong is because each one of it is attached. But if there was one weakling and one breakage in that, what happens to the entire chain? It collapses. So even in our consistency, the secret is try as much as possible to not break a chain. Just do that every day, or if it's hey, you're writing an article every Monday, then don't break the chain of writing every Monday. Let's say you want to bring out an amazing book, or you want to bring an amazing video series, and you want to do it once in every 15 days, it has to be on your calendar. People should know. So that's also super, super important. And once you do all of this, then people will know that, hey, every episode will come out on this particular day. The song is going to come out. The blog is going to be published on this day. And slowly you will start getting viewers. You will start getting listeners. You will start getting readers. I think that is how consistency will help you become a better influencer.
I think, Kiruba, great takeaway. Consistency also, may I add, and you can correct me, is also saying that, you really mean what you're doing. By being consistent, you're also indirectly building up your integrity to say, hey, this guy is doing it. Like if you're sending a podcast every Monday I will get it from Kiruba, or I will get it from Ashvin. You're not losing that. So your credibility also adds to that. Would that be also fair? Indirectly in consistency?
Absolutely, yeah. Absolutely. I want to illustrate your point. It's a beautiful point you have raised with an example. Right. Now, let's say there's a friend who wants to come and meet you. He comes to your house, he knocks at the door or rings a doorbell, and there is no answer, the door's closed. He says, He comes the next day and he knocks again or rings a bell, you're not there. The third time, fourth time, he's not even going to bother.
Correct.
So similarly, for example, let's talk about this very show itself, right? Let's Talk Influence as a show, and that's going to be put up on YouTube, and it's a multi-series show. So when somebody comes and views even one episode of our show, Ashvin, what they are doing is they're showing respect to the anchor. Yeah. They're showing respect to the crew. They're showing respect to the time and the effort spent into creating that episode. Because they are showing respect, we need to be respectful of our audience. And that's why whether you're writing a blog, you're writing a song, whether you're producing a video, or you're giving a great lecture, it's very, very important to respect others, our viewers, by being consistent.
That's a great takeaway, Kiruba. And there's more coming up from Kiruba. And for those of you who are watching this, make sure you watch the early episodes. We're talking about how you can be an influencer. And this YouTube channel is called Let's Talk About Influence. So subscribe there. More than that, take notes, ask us questions, and we'll be happy to see how you can grow and how you can be an influencer.